Hi guys, Top Ops here, and in today's video, I'm going to be opening up an entire case of Venom Funko Minis, not Mystery Minis. So let's get started. Now these look like Mystery Minis, but these aren't Mystery Minis. They're just called Funko Minis because you can technically see all of the different characters. Well, it's not technically. You can see every different figure that you're getting. So if you see these in stores, you would know exactly what character you're getting, and they're actually numbered so you can complete the whole set, probably if you get an entire case. We're gonna find that out as we open these up today. But this is one of the cases that I got from Entertainment Earth. You guys remember a little while ago, I opened up, what was it? It was the Venomized case of Mystery Minis as well as The Office. And they sent me sample cases of those boxes, which means you get every single character inside of those, and those ones were actually Mystery Minis, where these ones here are pretty much the exact same thing. They just don't put them on the top because you can see them in the window there. And I'm looking on the back here, guys. There are 10 different ones that we're going to be going through today. If all 10 of them are in here, I'm pretty sure we should get all 10 of them and then 2 doubles, and I'm not too sure which ones are going to be the doubles. I'm really hoping that we get a double of, Hulk and Deadpool, or maybe the SpiderMan. But I also really do like the Miles Morales. Anyways, let's just get into the first one here. And now I'm thinking of going in numerical order. So let's start with number 1, who is in the very bottom here, which is the Venomized Spider-Man. Now this one is a really nice figure. And if you guys want to see him a little bit closer up before I actually take him out of the box, there he is right there. And I just love the black and white kind of split down the middle with the color there. Oh, and also guys, if you haven't seen the boxes on these ones, there's the side where it says Venom. And then on the other side, it's pretty much exactly like a Funko Pop box, but instead of putting the actual character on the front, they put it on the side here. So I do think it is kind of nice to break it up every once in a while. You don't have to try and hunt for a bunch of Mystery Minis. You can just open up these, and you guys probably know I am doing a huge Mystery Mini video. These do not count because you know what's inside of them. It's not as fun, but at least you can buy the characters you want. But anyways, guys, let's open up the first one here, which is the Spider-Man, of course. And what's kind of cool is it comes inside of a little insert. Oh, it also has one of those things that holds it in. Let me cut that open here, and I guess there's no going back now. Okay. Alright guys, so here is the Spider-Man right here, and I think this one looks great. Like I said earlier, I love the black and white splitting it down the middle because Spider-Man and Venom kind of make the most sense because Venom is Spider-Man's villain. So I think it is really great that they did add the Spider-Man to the set, because if they didn't, that would have been a huge missed opportunity. Well, anyways guys, that was number 1. Now let's get on to number 2. Is this number 2 here? This is number 2, which is the, well, one of my favorites, the Miles Morales. And now this one here probably also makes a lot of sense because Miles Morales is part of the Spider-Man universe, and I don't think out of all of the other ones that are in this set, none of them are in the Spider-Man universe. I mean, of course, Spider-Man has now made it into the MCU, but I mean, none of them go the other way. So anyways, let's just pop this one out of the box real quick so we can take another look at this one. Oh, this one also has one of those little things that goes, let me open it. All right, so here is the Miles Morales. Now this one's nice because he's not just standing there like Spider-Man is. They actually gave him a pretty dynamic pose where he's got one hand on the ground and then one foot behind the other, like he had just probably landed off of a building or something like that. But whatever it is, I really do enjoy this one. Also, I feel like these are a little bit bigger than a normal sized Mystery Mini. I'm kind of looking over there. Did they make Venomized ones before? They did. They did make Venomized ones before, but those ones were actually Mystery Minis, and I feel like these ones are a little bit bigger than those ones were. Well, anyways, let's get on to number 3 here, which I can see in the bottom. Let me see if I can get at it here. Hold on one sec. Ooh, alright, so number 3 is Iron Man, and this one also looks great. Now, this is one that I actually do have a Funko Pop of, and it does look pretty similar. I think the Funko Pop is flying, though, where this one isn't. It would have been neat if they did that, but I'm sure they wanted to change up the sculpt on it slightly, so that way they were at least different figures. Because with the Iron Man one, it doesn't actually have the normal Funko Pop eyes, and actually, I don't think very many of these do at all. Where's the box on this one? Yeah, no, I don't think, oh wow, now that I think about it, none of them have the normal Funko Pop eyes, so if they were to make it so this one was flying, it would have pretty much been the exact same character, just a little bit smaller. So like I said, it is good that they did switch it up a little bit, and I think this one does look really great. I especially love the metallic all over this one. Well, it's kind of like a glossy paint, but then like where his eyes are, as well as the logo, is kind of metallic. I don't know what that is for the other paint. Maybe it's just glossy vinyl? I'm not too sure, but whatever it is, it looks pretty good. Alright guys, so there is the first 3. Now let's get on to the 4th one here, which I happen to put right back in the same spot as the 3rd one, so it is kind of tough to get out, but that one is the Hulk. Okay, now this one has a lot of great detail. Oh, now that I think about it, guys, I looked on the back of the Mystery Mini box to see if any of these had pop-ified eyes, but they're Mystery Minis, they're not Pops. And I'm looking there at the actual Venomized Pops. It looks like not very many of them do have the pop eyes, so I mean, I was right, just wrong answer. Well, anyways, let's get into the number 4 here, which is the Hulk. And it looks like this one also has one of those things. I don't know why they needed these, because even with me cutting it, it's not falling out of the box. I don't know why they did that. Maybe because they didn't have like a top and a bottom to kind of like clamp it in there. But anyways, here is the Hulk right here, and this one also looks great. I love that they did it so it's like you could still see half of his face. And then it's also kind of weird because it looks like the tongue kind of wraps around, or Venom's tongue wraps around the entire body. Can you guys see that like on the shoulder here on this side? There's got like teeth sticking out of it. And then you guys can also see the tongue on the back there. Just overall, it's a really weird and gross character, but I really like the way they did this one. And I'm not too sure, if you guys have ever read the comics, let me know how accurate these are to the comic books, because I feel like Funko does try to make them as accurate as possible. So I'm wondering, like, is Hulk's face the exact same, or maybe the Venomized parts of the character kind of changes throughout the comic book? Because I feel like Venom would kind of like engulf them, and it wouldn't stay in the exact same spot. So maybe this is like an actual still from the comic books? I'm not too sure. But anyways, guys, let's get on to number 5 here, which is the Venomized Captain America. Now, this thing looks great, and I also think it's kind of funny that they do have like some of the logos and symbols still on the outside of the Venom. Also, the Venom for this Captain America is blue. So like, does it depend on which character it is? The Venom, like the Venom, what do you call that? I guess the Venom changes depending on the character. I'm not too sure. Maybe that happens in the comic book. I don't know. But anyways, they're still really great characters, and I'm not going to look too into it. So here is the Captain America right here. Let me just pop this thing out of here. See, that one was stuck in there still, even without the little, I don't know what you call it, like string or piece of plastic that kind of holds it in there. But anyways, there is the Venomized Captain America. I especially love the shield on this one, and how you can still see some of the red and white under it. Alright guys, let me move over here because we're starting to fill up the table a little bit. But let's get on to number 6 here, which is the Black Panther. Now this one does look really great. I am a huge fan of this one right here. So let me pop it out of the box and we'll see what it looks like a little bit closer up. Oh wow, so here is the Black Panther one right here. Now this one actually doesn't have very much detail. It's kind of like just the, I don't know what you call it, like bones or claws coming out of his chest there. And then other than that, his entire suit is kind of like just a darker black color, which is pretty much exactly how Black Panther's suit is anyway. And also, when you make them smaller like this, like in a mystery mini size, it does take away some of the detail, because I know the Pop has a lot more detail than this, but it's still a really nice figure. And I think adding the Venom tongue really does add a lot to them as well, because out of all of these here, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 so far have that tongue. So I'm guessing, I think most of them do. Yeah, there's only like 3 or 4 that don't. So I think that does add kind of like the Venomized look to it. Well, anyways, let's get on to number 7. And it looks like we have doubles of, actually, we have doubles of the Black Panther. So I'm not going to be opening up 2 of these today because why bother? And then we also have a double of number 8. So when we get to those ones, we won't have to open up both of them. But let's get on to number 7 first, which is the, oh, I love this one, Venomized Deadpool. Now this one right here, I'm thinking this one might be my favorite out of all of them. And I know I said at the beginning there was a lot of other ones that I would have liked as my favorite, but now looking at this one in person, it really does look great. It still has the Deadpool logo, and it probably looks, I want to say the least Venomized out of all of them, just because his body kind of looks the same as normal. Like maybe they added a little bit extra black instead of the red, but his suit is black and red anyways. The main thing here is kind of like the eyes as well as the Venomized tongue, and I just love that he's holding a taco in, well, I was gonna say in his hands, but it's in his tongue, on his tongue. His tongue is wrapped around a taco. That's what I'm trying to get at here, but that is a really, really nice figure. And also something kind of weird here, they made the tongue kind of a glossy texture, and I'm thinking that's to make it look wet, but that's kind of gross. Alright, so that was number 7. Now let's get on to number 8, and this is the other one that we have a double of. So we had Black Panther, and then we also had the Captain Marvel. Now, I mean, I don't mind having 2 Captain Marvels, but this one is a nice one. She's got the mohawk on this one, and it looks like she's got fire coming out of both of her hands, so that's pretty neat. And here's the Captain Marvel a little bit closer up. I really do enjoy the mohawk on this one because it does make the Captain Marvel figure a lot taller, and I'm thinking this might be one of the tallest figures. I'm guessing the one that's a little bit taller, oh, is this supposed to happen? Is that supposed to happen? Oh, that's neat! Okay, I don't know if it's supposed to be like this, but it seems like it is. The flames come off of Captain Marvel's hands, and they're like a little bit rubbery as well. Okay, that is cool. So maybe if I were to display all of these, I would want one with the flames and one without, so I'm okay with getting 2 now. Okay, the only question is which flame goes on which hand now? Was it this one? How do I... Uh-oh. Well, anyways, while I try to figure that out, I can at least show you guys what it looks like without the flames on Captain Marvel's hand right there, and they still look really great without it, but it is a nice detail that you can take them off and on. If you don't want them to be flaming all the time? We'll go with that. All right, guys, so I figured it out and I got them back on. Now let's get on to, this would be number 9 next, and that is the Groot. Now this one is also a pretty tall figure, and I'm guessing you can only make it as big as the boxes because it's not like a Funko Pop where if you really want to make the figure bigger, you can make the box a bit bigger. You can't in this because they all have to fit inside of this right here. Okay, so this one is so big that they actually put 2 plastic things on it, so it must be pretty big. Well, just from looking at this one here, it is definitely the widest and possibly the girthiest figure out of all of them, and I'm thinking that's because of like the leaves or whatever coming out of the back of his neck there, as well as the huge tongue, and his arms are just like, well, he's a tree, right? So it's kind of like just a huge figure. Now, is he taller than the Captain Marvel? Very similar. I don't know if he is taller because I can't really get down there, but yeah, it looks like Captain Marvel is still just a little bit taller. And if you guys are wondering, the Hulk is still taller than the Groot, I'm pretty sure. No! Never mind, Groot is a lot taller. From a distance, they looked about the same. Well, anyways, guys, let's get on to number 10 here, which is the last one, and this one here is Thanos. Now, I'm really excited about opening this one up because I actually have the pop. Also, the flame might come off of this one as well because Thanos does have a flame on his hand, so we're definitely gonna have to try that. Okay, guys, so I just kind of touched it a little bit, and it seems like the flame is gonna come off, so I definitely want to try that. But before we do that, let me show you what the figure looks like with the flame on his hand. So that is it right there, guys. That is still a really nice character. I can't get any closer. I don't want to knock these guys over. That is it right there, guys, with the flame on his hand. And also, you can see the Infinity Gauntlet on that one, or at least the colors of it. I mean, it's not too detailed because of how small the hand actually is, but let's pop this off here because you definitely can take it off. It's a little bit harder than the other one. It's not so rubbery. Ooh, does that not come off? No, it definitely does. Hold on. Give me a second here. Okay, guys, so this one is a little bit harder, but if you want to take it off, you kind of have to go with the fist because it kind of gets smaller as his fist goes around, so you can't just like pull it off straight like the other one. But there it is right there, guys. That is a really nice character with or without the flame. And well, guys, that is every single Venomized mini today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you to Entertainment Earth for sending this over, because honestly, this is a really nice set of minis, and if you guys want to pick up a specific one for yourself, you definitely can by going over to entertainmentearth.com. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that, but this has been another episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.
Dripping like a school. On a four with school. Baby gonna screw. She funny with it. Cool. V5 full thump. I'm a hump on a bounce. Jack and Jill up a hill. Baby tryna get a meal. Mary had a little lamb. I really do not fuck with that. She calling me the muffin man. I surely like the muffin top. Snow. Like my lashes.